Welcome to this series where we are playing Reforged Eden 2 beta for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we put down on a metallic moon and managed to get some platinum ore. And what we've got to do now is find somewhere to set up a temporary base so that we can refine that platinum ore into platinum ingots so we can start working on some of the projects I've been put off. But before that, a couple of things. The first thing, as usual, is a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. And I had some very interesting comments about the auger and the various kind of options that are now available in the workshop. And one of the discussions was this universal auger. Now, I quite like the idea of that. So it's something I do want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into, because it'd be really great if there was some way that you could change the auger for different modes to get through mine, because I think this comes down to the whole kind of what you could call the underpinning of Reforged Eden 2, and that is the use of specialist ships. The only problem is the size of the carrier you're going to need, unless of course you set up a base and then store the ships in your base. And I think that's the dilemma I'm going to run into when I finally succeed to do the Fists of Lyra, because we're going to have to find some way to dock that with the Matara. Anyway, but the second thing I want to talk about, and this comes down to, again, it's based on a comment someone was saying about upgrading the ship and the thrusters. And I did take a look at this. And what I found, what I've done since the end of the last part, I've upgraded the thrusters that were here, so that we've now got back to a. Is that actually damaged? Yeah, it is. I know we've taken a few kind of side shots on the Hydra when we've kind of got a bit too close to 0x bases. Yeah, and there wasn't a little bit of damage up here. I think that's the rest of it. Anyway, back to what I was saying is that because I've upgraded these to advanced plasma thrusters, I've got back to nearly 100 meters per second when actually in thrust and driving. Now, the curious thing I kind of want to ask a bit of a question about, because when I was doing the upgrade, I come across this rocket thruster. Now, as far as I can tell, it's a 2x4x2. Which means it should be along this line here, but I can't see any option to build it. And then when you go into here, I've got it already been highlighted here. It says here, an oversized antiquated rocket engine that still operates on a chemical propellant. This model of thruster hasn't been used in over a century, as smaller ion thrusters replace the technology. Nevertheless, it can be retrofitted to function as a normal thruster if you can ignore the ridiculous thruster size. Now, I'm assuming that this is a leftover from Reforged Eden and also probably the base game. But you can see here, it's only got 9.75 meganewtons, which again, if you come back into here and we find and this is where I think it says the retrofit here. I mean, it's down in the same level as the large iron thrusters, which are actually smaller. But the thing that struck me is that gives me an upgrade path, because especially with respect to lift, because I've got another one over here. Yeah, rocket thruster here. So there's a possibility what I could do is, if I need more lift, and this comes back to what I was doing in the last part with a high gravity planets or moons, if I take remove those out and replace them with other iron thrusters, then we're going to get a bit more lift. The downside is, of course, there's always a downside, and that is the CPU increase. So we'll have to watch that. So I'm not going to jump straight in to begin with. I'm just going to leave it for the moment, just as an option, because I think we've got several of them scattered around the Hydra. And of course, one of the advantages of having those old thrusters on there, so we've got some more lift thruster locations here as well, is the possibility that of being able to make the Hydra. Anyway, so that's so that is the current situation, and what we're going to do now is just drop down on the Matara, and we're going to go and see if we can find somewhere to set a base up. Now, my preferred option is a dead planet, so we're just going to jump in here, and we'll see it's time to move on. The reason I like dead planets is it comes down to simply the fact that I know what base I can utilize relatively quickly. Let's turn the territories on, because I still would like, because at the moment we are in the unclaimed area, but the area I'd like to go and find, if I could see them, is the Krill space, which is in that direction. Because I've never been to Krill space. So I'm kind of, oops. So if we head in that direction, we got a black hole here. I think black hole, it might have dead planets on it, but it might also have a, what is a WR2? Will I be taking too much of a risk? Actually, I think we're going to go. So what is WR2? Actually, we're going to go and take a quick look-see at it and see what that actually is. Although we may not really want to get too tangled into it, because it might be pretty hostile space. You know, it's going to build up speed. And of course, the Matara is a bit overloaded now, which is going to be another issue with respect to when we got the Fists of Lyra in. Okay, so we are in WR2. What have we got here? We got a, put the info panel on. Got a couple of poor quality asteroid fields. We got a crystalline moon and radioactive moon and a crystalline moon. I wouldn't, and we got crusted lava. So it looks interesting, but oh, what have we got right out there? We got another port. Oh, we got another system that's a little bit further out. Didn't see that one. What have we got here? It's telling me it's a poor quality asteroid field, although I'm not exactly sure. Then we got an ice moon. There is an argument that I could complete that mission to be able to do the this mission here with the asteroids. I think what we're going to do is, because it's got so many kind of bits and pieces in here, wow. I'm going to need Hydra. Drop another 600 in there. Yeah, but what we're going to do is try and do this pretty quickly. So we're not going to take the auger with us, because we're going to only be doing asteroid mining. What we'll do is just take the Hydra. So we're just going to jump in the Hydra, and we'll go straight up to the mining bridge. Yeah. So my well-crafted plans for this part have just gone completely out the window. But I think if I can complete this mining contract, it will. I mean, I don't think I've got any more contracts left over. Trade items. We've got a message to the Federation, and then we got another mining contract for iron. Maybe we'll check this out and see what that actually needs. So let's put the thrusters on. What I'm going to need to do is tag that so we can get back. Right, where are we going to go? Let's suppose it doesn't really make that much difference which one we go to, but I think if we can just get that out, and I'll show you the, you can see here it says we now got a max speed on the Hydra of 100 kilometers an hour. Meters per second, well, kilometers per hour. I must admit, when you're messing around with units, it's very easy to make a mistake, actually. Just turn off that, get up to speed, and we're just going. The other day, I was actually watching a video on YouTube, and it was on, and they were talking about cold. And it took me a little while because I was watching it, and it took me a little while to actually realize that the person was talking in Fahrenheit, which of course in the UK we don't use anymore. Although although it used to be used on the weather forecast for a long time, and now, but they quietly faded it away, and so we don't use Fahrenheit anymore. Although strangely, when I was actually at school, I was taught how to convert between the two, but it did throw me because the person was talking about 10-15 degrees, and of course I was thinking 10 to 15 degrees in Celsius, and I thought, well, why are they saying that's cold? But of course what they really meant was 10-15 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually below freezing. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that because I know it's a subject which can cause a little bit of controversy. We should have the asteroid field on. Let me just tag it. Yeah, it says it's 3.34 kilometers that way, so right. We don't need an iron asteroid. That's a fat lot of good, isn't it? And we've got a silicon. That would do the job. I think we just need one more silicon asteroid to. So what we're going to do is just head up in the direction of the silicon asteroid. That should complete that. Then all we've got to do is find copper. I think one of the downsides is having lots of forward thrust now is actually braking. Anyway, we're just going to get in here, and I think one more silicon asteroid, and that should be it for the silicon requirement. So we're just going to get into here. Okay, welcome back. We are very, very close to things. Hopefully there will be enough in here to get us past the 10,000. There's a little bit more just over here. Yeah, we've got the 10,000. Don't really need anything else. So back to scanning. We got asteroid field, iron asteroid. Right, I'm just going to tag out to there so we get a reasonable guide, so we can find the next part of the asteroid field. Okay, so it's 9.7 in that direction. So switch off the, and we will head in that direction. Okay, welcome back. We've just got to this one here, and it's a little bit of a boost. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the third one, and then we'll fly towards that one as well, and see what we can get with maneuvering. Right, so we're going to fly towards this one and see what we can get. Okay, welcome back. Seems we've got a copper asteroid here and a couple of derelict asteroid mines in here. I think that's about it. So we're going to start with removing that. And we're going to head for the copper asteroid first and mine out all the copper. So here we are. We're just coming up on the asteroid. See if we can find the deposit. There's a second copper asteroid in this area as well. So there's a possibility that we will be able to complete the contract. I'm just going to start mining out the copper, and I'll be right back once once I've finished the asteroid. I doubt if we're going to get enough copper from this asteroid to complete the contract, but you never know. Okay, welcome back. I'm just cleaning up the last of the there. I'm getting the occasional power surge. It's like there's still a little bit of copper tucked in, just in that underneath there. So we'll see if we can extract that. I think there's some copper down there. Nope. I think that's all. So we've got to 7,000, which is a pretty good haul for a single asteroid. I'm just going to come in here. We're actually filling our harvester up as well, which is not good news. Oh well, I've got some power supplies in there. Well, come there. What I have to do is put some of this stuff into minerals for the moment. Don't like doing this, but we've got to make up a little bit of space. We've also got some neo, some ingots and stuff as well, which could probably go into the storage as well. Right, so what we're going to do now is see if I can find the other stuff that that's here. There should be. Where's the second? Right, let's just see. Facing the wrong way. We got an asteroid field, destroyed direct copper asteroid there. I think we'll just tag that. This is 3.1 kilometers away. Sometimes it's just useful to tag it. Yeah, there it is. What we'll do is we'll just go and take a quick sneak peek at the derelict asteroid mine. I think we've visited one of these before, but if I remember correctly, there wasn't much on it, but you never know with this game. So we will just go and take a quick look, see what we've got in here. And the one slight downside is all my cores are in the MX5. Will teach me, won't it? Well, we can always make a core if there's something that's really interesting in here. It's not like salvage cores are very rare or anything like that. As I say, if I remember correctly, there wasn't much in these abandoned mines, except for maybe a turret. I think there's no power in here. Okay, well, take that. A little bit of ammo. So just have a quick test and yep. Oh, look at that. Famous last words. I said there was, but we got a rare. Oh, we got a plasma converter. Oh, that's worth it. And we got a couple of gold ingots as well. So maybe I shouldn't have been so pessimistic. Got 1042. Got a little tiny bit of fuel as well. And a little bit of meds. So not as bad as I thought it would be. So as it goes, as they say, it's worth, sometimes all these things are worth checking out. I think that's about it. I can't see anything else around. We'll just kind of offload into the materials player. Oops, got it the wrong way round. Armor, back to materials. We'll certainly put that, the plasma converters in. This would all be a little bit of iron and copper. Hydrogen bottles could be there. The biodiesel can go in there along with the fuel, and of course we'll just drop the meds off. Just have another to see in case there's anything round the back or somewhere that I've missed. Nope. Okay. It's really strange to get back to the Hydra and not see the MX-5 perched on top. Okay, we're actually coming in on the wrong bridge, but I'll take it. Question is, which one of these is the one that I've already been to? Oh well, we'll just have to go for one of them and see what we can find. Yeah, there were copper asteroids there, so if I turn around like that, and I think this is the other destroyed asteroid field, so we're coming like this, or destroyed asteroid mine. Don't know why I keep saying calling it a field, but okay. Okay, we're just gonna be a bit more focused on just getting in and finding the blast doors. I suppose we could take the blast doors, but well, we got some advanced electronics and a little bit of meds. See if we can. We've got one oxygen. $1,040. Fuel. We're just very quickly offload what we got. Just shove this in the harvest e-bob, and we'll sort it out later on. There's 9 motors, not bad. A bit of graphite, some pistol ammunition, a couple of hydrogen bottles, and over here a single bandage. So that side is not quite as good. Anything out on these arms? I'm not seeing anything. Of course, got more than enough in the way of iron and all that, so right, back into the mining bridge. So just going to jump in there. Right, it says that there's a asteroid there, so we're just going to sneak up on this one and see if this is the one that we need. Okay, welcome back. We are just about to get to 10,000. We are. I mine out the rest of this, or a little bit of it. I think that's enough. We'll just level the ship off. And I'm just going to jump up. Of course, what we've got to do is put the mining contract there. Then it will tell us to open F1. There's there. Thank you for representing the Union of Independent Miners on behalf of the Free Colonists. We've just given you 120,000 credits. So that's it there. Find an M class in the mechanics map and warp to it. The M class will appear on the map as a small red star. You need an ample supply of standard systems. I think this is what actually happens, is that when you complete these contracts, they almost reset the mission, because if we come into whoops, not that it's F1, the missions. See, it says here survey cold systems. So I think it's the contracts that which are actually resetting the actual missions and giving you back the missions you've done before. And well, that's what I think it's doing anyway. It kind of makes sense. Right, what we're going to do now is make sure we've cleared the tags in here. Yeah. And I suppose we better have some lunch. And shove this stuff in materials. Most of it is stuff that that can go in ammo. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to get back and to the center of the system and bring the band back together again, and then we will go on a little bit of a quest to see if we can there it is there, Makara. Yeah, we'll go on a bit of a quest to see if we can find a dead planet or something, or some planet we can settle on. There's the Makara. 18 kilometers away, of course. So again, I'll just see you once we get there. Okay, welcome back. We are just coming up on the Makara. It's going to dock the right way round. Not that it makes that much difference, because we've got no small ships to transfer. Coming over, I actually use the radar dish as the outer marker, and then I think if I can get, depending on the height, we drop down, then I actually use the toolbar to, there we are, turn the thrusters off. We will, a little bit of a lopsided landing, not all the landing gear is in contact, although according to the rules of this game is that all you need is one small link and you can tow anything you want. Anyway, we're just going to get into here, up in the ship, clear the marker, go to the galaxy. Again, we're going to keep heading for Krill space. I mean, here's a thought: is Krill space hostile or friendly, or indifferent until we get there and then they blow us out the planet? There's no information available on the Zynga system. Right, that is an M3, and that's within range, so I think we're going to head there. Thrusters on. I'm just going to head for an M3. I'm just going to take a quick look at what we got in this system. We got a rich ice system. We got a rich asteroid field, which we can't do anything about. Nice planet. Now, I think we're just going to keep going towards grill space for the moment. We've done an M. There's a K there. It's another 75 units. So we'll just... Okay, we've got to reach maximum speed. It's a bit crazy, really, because when I wasn't looking for UCH research vessel, got a scrapyard, Nilum scrapyard. Colonist scrapyard sells salvage goods and ships, but is prone to frequent pirate attacks. What we got over here? We got a Polaris trade hub. Rocky desert. We've got a number of barren moons. We've got a very large planet. There's their class barren, very large. Larder, rocky desert. I'm quite intrigued by these. I think what we are going to do is I'm going to break with what I normally do. A lava planet there. We've got a pretty nice selection of planets here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the whole kit and caboodle to the Polaris trade hub. And then what we'll do is we can always put down on a barren planet and just put together a temporary base to do the refining. But I think I'm aware time is pushing on with this video, so I think we're going to do a bit of trading. Right, we've got Polaris Trade Hub in front of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to the trading station and give it the once over and see what we can get. And there's also a couple of other heat signatures as well. So I'll see you once we get to the trading station. It'll take a little while at 45 meters per second. Maybe it's time that I actually upgraded the Kara. Actually, let's just stop at the moment. Level off. Right, what we're going to do is going to go out this side here. Turn the thrusters off. Okay, it says we can do an upgrade, but we're going to need to hook to player. Oh, great. We're going to need thruster components. Is that... Yeah, we got sloped ion. Is that all the drive components we've got here? Okay, we can upgrade these for a little bit of a boost. Can we? So while the Super C we'll just add you to group. Okay. Let's check the CPU. So that's given us a tiny bit more thrust. But in order to do this, we need thruster components. Let me just take a quick look at the Makara, because I did put a few things. Oh, we've still got some advanced thrusters in the Makara. Advanced ion thrusters. Let's see what we've got here. Not seeing loot box, junk box. Looking personal kit, repair station, trade goods. No. Okay, so to do these, we would need to do both sides. We would need 8 thruster components. Oh well, we've given ourselves a little bit more shove. Probably not that much, but I'll take it at the moment. So the upgrade really hasn't changed our top speed that any more than what it was before. So that was, I wouldn't say call it a waste, but it's probably doing those small thrusters is probably what we probably would need to do is upgrade the big thrusters. So we are looking for thruster components now. Got a gas harvester. I think we've checked out a gas harvester before and there wasn't much on there, was there? Okay, welcome back. We are getting into a little bit of an area of busy traffic at the moment, so we're going to have to be a bit more responsible. I don't know whether the Polaris would be upset if we actually collided with them or not, but we don't really want to do that unless we have to. So what we're going to do is just try and get in close to the trading station. I think this is a fairly small one, isn't it? So if we kind of... Okay, they're offering services. Well, actually, let's see what we're getting here. 127. So it cost us 41,000 to top up our... That's not that bad, actually, is it? We topped up our pentaxid there, and 41,000 to do the fuel. So we got the money for it. So get in really close. Bit shaky having external generators, but then again, in some ways, that's could be seen as a bit of a safety feature. Right, so we're just gonna not as close as I'd like to be, but well, if they've got the things, what? Yeah, let me we'll just see what they've got first, and then we can do a bit of trading. Yeah, this is a bit more of a quantum star. He buys computers and stuff like that, but to be honest, not really that interested. Got some guy hanging around the back here. We haven't got any. He's the astrological guy. Don't really need any med stuff. Here's the auxiliary organ. We could sell off. This is more upgrade kit. I think I've got quite a lot of small upgrade kits and stuff. But yeah, explosive charges. There's the farming guy. Multi-charge armor, transportation booster. I think I've got a spare one of those already. Who are you? You're his sidekick, aren't you? Crash landing bar. No. Promethean bite. What's a Promethean bite? A special cocktail made of only a number of bars and restaurants and shops. Increases maximum health and reduces maximum stamina and movement speed. Yeah. Oops. No. So it looks like we'll speak to these two noddies. He's just selling plasma converters. I think I've got a few of those already. Get buy. Here, buy gold. Here, buy copper. Now the big $6 million question. Yeah, we're in range of the Hydra. Aha. Right, we're going to offload. What else do you want? He buys copper, silicon, iron, and cobalt. Okay. That's cobalt. I mean, he doesn't buy that much of it anyway, so there's silicate. And so we got loads and loads of this stuff, so we might as well, we can offload it. It'd be so copper. Yeah, it's going to be about, we start with 590. Another 580. No, too much. It's closer to 80, isn't it? And then that's it. Silicon is about 200. And we'll just solve the rest. I think it's 200 again. We've got gold. It's 93, but I'm still very reluctant to sell things like gold and stuff like that. We can sell the iron. I don't think I've got any mechanical drills or anything like that. Have a look. There we go. I think I put most of the kind of low tier weapons into the deconstructor. I was hoping for a card guy as well, but obviously not. There's no card trader here. What else we got up here? Higher level. Nothing. This is the hotel section. Okay. Quick look out the back. Okay, what are you gonna sell us? Food. Loads of Zeraxians. Covers health and increases maximum health. Not very filling though. It's got food and health, but it's a bit expensive. No. I think what we will do though is looking for work, see what he's got. Okay, what is it? Oh, we've run into one of these before. So there's three of them. 3 blue peppers. Absolutely no idea where we can get 3 blue peppers from. We will get some free oxygen. Anyway, wear time is pushing on. So That was a little bit of a bust. So what I'm going to do is go back into the Hydra, not Hydra, Batara. Go here. So I don't want to crowd the space station. So put away far enough, level off. And this is where we're going to park the thingy bob. And I think just to finish off, okay, we're going to do a little bit of a recon. It's just a kind of quick grab in, dash in and recon of the one place, which if I don't do it, I won't kind of think. Just take the Hydra. And what we're going to need, well, we don't need to tag the trading station because we know that the ship's going to there, if I remember. Where is it? This space scrapyard. It's gonna dash out to the space scrapyard and see what that is going to be. So we're just going to lock on there. So I'm just going to fly into the middle of this lot and see what we've got here. And see if there's anything worth kind of interacting with. And I'll see you once we get in close up. Okay, welcome back. We've got a whole load of kind of ships just hanging in space. We've got a colonist scrap vessel, level 1 holding area. But I'm not sure if we could actually... Are they actually scrapping these vessels? Does that mean that we could actually get onto them? Anyway, we're going to get into this scrapyard here and see what they've got to offer. I think we'll just park here. And thrusters off. If there's anyone who will want to trade with us in this area. It says access denied. Okay, I found a couple of furnaces, but it says access denied. It's probably because colonists don't like us very much, but there's a kind of office thing here. Okay, we might be able to get in from this end. Okay. Oh wow, what have we got here? Okay, so we've got, wow, we've got a whole load of stuff in here. This could be useful. This looks like to do with SVs. Okay, can we get spares here? Basic large generators, small ion thrusters. Okay, they buy as well. Not that we got anything here. LCD container carbons. He buys but doesn't sell. So we could dump off some stuff into him. They all buyers or sellers. Like to in insignias. And in insignias. Okay, so this is a place where we can hand in insignias. I think do I use increase the attack slot? Something's driving us. How do I use the salvage license? Laying about the yard at salvage vessels. Each one has a core lock mechanism attached to the top of the hull. That prevents unauthorized access to salvage. Simply purchase a salvage license and then use the switch on the core lock to overload the core lock, allowing you to claim the vessel for yourself. You may either place your own core on the vessel or remove the hull blocks and devices and leave them coreless, and then use in salvage mode. Okay, thank you. Right, how do we get a salvage license? Rocket thrusters. No, it says there, colonist salvage license. License grants the user access to remove a single core lock on a salvage wreck in colonist scrapyards, and allowing you to freely loot and salvage without one-time use only. So it's going to cost us 53,000. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it because I'm very intrigued about this colonist salvage license, and that will be the focus of the next part. I know I'm aware that I'm going off completely on another tangent, but I'm really curious about this. We've got a vernier thruster. So in the next part, we'll be buying a salvage license to see what we can actually pick up. Oh, we've always got the guy with a big gun. And we can also sell off some rubbish as well. But I'm very intrigued with this salvage license. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.